We are back with some more Colts franchise, and we're coming off of that brutal defeat to the Baltimore Ravens. The Super Bowl has yet to be played for our final season. If I'm taking bets, Trey's going to win what is like third Super Bowl with the Ravens, or I think it'd be the second or third Super Bowl this season. He's won damn near every single one. With that team. That team is just so hard to beat, man. Didn't play good, and definitely shows losing by 30 right there. But I'll let you guys know in the comments. Maybe I think by the time I upload this video, the Super Bowl will be played. So maybe hopefully I'll remember to do it. I'll leave a comment pinned down below so you guys can know who won the Super Bowl between the Ravens and Bucks for our final game of the season. But we're here to wrap up this series, and we have 5 categories. There's going to be a straw poll down below. Pick one player from each category. I'll let the video sit for probably 4 or 5 days so that way we can get maximum number of votes. And then the winner for each of those categories, I'll be releasing like a little montage video of just clips throughout all 5 seasons of that player. So first category is offensive MVP. There's 4 players for each category that you can vote on, so you got to pick one of the 4. First one being Jonathan Taylor. This is probably the only category that really is pretty self-explanatory. Second one, Paris Campbell. Third one, Michael Pittman Jr. And I couldn't really find a solid fourth one that really was worthy of that. Colby had he had like 2 good seasons. We didn't have. I was trying to figure out someone who had, really good season throughout the whole entire cycle, the whole entire series. And our 4th player is Quentin Nelson. Those are probably our 4 best players throughout the whole entire series, and pretty self-explanatory there. Moving to the defensive side, we have defensive MVP, and these ones, like I said, pretty self-explanatory again. I remember, pick one of the 4. Don't go be picking everyone and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But first up, DeForest Buckner. Second, Darius Leonard. Isn't it crazy? I got Eric Kendricks, the X Factor. He got selfless, which I got 3 selfless players on my team apparently, which is pretty funny. Third player is Jabril Peppers. And our 4th player is all the way down here, Marvell Tell. So that is for defensive MVP. We have best drafted player. So out of the best drafted players, we have Jared Davenport, first round pick in our very first draft. Definitely panned out. Got to a 93 overall superstar. That's a great selection there for us. We got Andrew Huston, got drafted last year, so this is the second season. Got all the way up to an 81 overall superstar. Another very good drafted player there. Third, we have Sidney Wilbon, another very solid player. I believe I drafted him either year 2 or year 3. I think I actually drafted him year 2, if I remember correctly. Got him up to an 84 overall superstar as well, and I think he was like a 65 or 66 overall, so he started pretty low. He grinded his way up there, got up there. Another very solid player for that. And last place person is Darren Carden, who I believe was drafted year 3, I think, if I remember correctly. Another year 2 or 3 player. Got him all the way up, excuse me, to an 85 overall star. So those are the 4 players for the best drafted player. To our 4th category, we have biggest bust. We'll start with the only player that's on our team still, and it's Bryan Edwards. I hate to put the man in the category. He's an 85 overall star. I think we traded for him year 3, if I remember that correctly. And we gave a first-round pick for him because I lost out on Devontae Adams. Me and the Raiders were, I think, the only 2 teams that put an offer on Devontae Adams in free agency. I offered more money, everything. Had a slightly higher chance to get him. I did not get him. And we really needed that second wide receiver to play out wide. Paris was the slot guy always, so we needed another outside receiver. And, I was like, well, the Raiders just got Devontae Adams. Bryan Edwards is no longer needed there. I think he was a low 80s overall when I got him. I was like, first round pick for a low 80s player. That's pretty solid. And I still live by that. I still think if you could trade a first round pick and get a young receiver who's in the low, I think he's like an 81 overall or something like that. I think that's a good value, good trade. and he just didn't pan out. I mean, Paris Campbell really, really stepped it up the last couple seasons. So did Colby. Hines was always getting involved. I mean, realistically, Brian Edwards this last season was probably my fourth or fifth option. I mean, he was way, way down there for the amount of snaps he played. Obviously, Pittman and Paris are ahead of him. I'd put Colby ahead of Brian, and honestly, I'd put Hines ahead of Brian too. So he's our fifth option. Sucks to put the man there, but I think he is deserving of the biggest bust, at least be in the category, not like the actual, biggest bust, but to at least be in the category. The other three are actually not even on the team. One of them being Tom Brady. He's retired now. I can't show you him. But Tom Brady came in for 2 seasons. We were trying to win a ring when we gave up on Jacob Eason, and it didn't work. I think Tom led us to 2 divisional rounds, and I think one of the years he actually led in passer rating. Like, we were passing the ball really, really effectively, and couldn't even get past the divisional, and he had a terrible playoff game in that divisional round as well. So Tom Brady's there. I was hoping, at least get to an AFC Conference Championship with Tom with those 2 seasons. He was an X factor still, high 80s. I was hoping, to at least get him there. Didn't. Jacob Eason, another player in this category. He's an 82 overall. He's actually the starting quarterback for the football team this past season. He did not pan out like we thought he would. There's so much hype for Jacob Eason going into year 1. Oh, he's got like the best throw power in the game. I just got to develop him. I mean, I developed Daniel Jones. I can do Jacob Eason, and maybe I could have if I stuck with him, but the man was terrible. He missed so many throws, threw so many inaccurate picks. I was done with him, got rid of his ass, and he still didn't develop going on to other teams. He's still only an 82, and that's with the morale boost probably. So he's probably even like an 80, 81. Just did not pan out like I thought it would. I mean, Daniel Jones got into the 90s, was an X factor for us in Madden 20, and Jacob Eason was a failed experiment. Sucks. 2 quarterbacks on here, which is a little unfortunate. Last player is actually a free agent, and it is Anthony Walker. I was really hoping, like I said, a lot of hype. He's not even on a team. The man is a free agent. I think he was like a 25. He was 25, I think, when we started the series, or 24. It was like a 76, 77 overall, and I was like, starting the series, I was like, okay, we're solid at linebacker. I don't got to draft a linebacker. I don't got to do anything. We got Bobby Okereke at the middle linebacker spot. We got Darius Leonard on the outside linebacker. And then our other outside linebacker, Anthony Walker Jr. We're solid. And the man, to be honest, was kind of trash. I don't think he really didn't do much. He made maybe a play here or there, but not as much as I thought. I mean, I know the other 2 outshined him. I expected that, but I expected my man to at least grow a little bit, and he barely even grew. And I think he is definitely worthy of being on the biggest bust spot. Moving on to our last category, it is the best free agent signing / trade. So either a trade I made for a player or someone we got in the offseason, our best move basically as a team. We'll start with the free agent, and this is one that you guys might not remember, but Nickell Robey-Coleman. Picked him up at the end of year 1, and then picked him up again at the end of year 2, and he was solid. Played in the slot for us, and the man was really solid. One thing I learned about setting up these categories is that we really didn't get too much talent out. I mean, we got some guys obviously, but we mainly rebuilt through the draft and just guys we already had, just developed them. There wasn't many free agent signings that came in and made big, huge splash things. But I definitely think Robey-Coleman deserves to be on the list because as a slot corner for, I think it was, at the end of year 1, so season 2 and season 3, we had him as our slot guy, and he was solid, man. He made plays, did his thing. He definitely deserves to be on here on this category here. Moving on to the next 3, they are all still on the squad. One being on the offensive side, and it is Connor Williams. Picked him up at the end of season 2, and he was like a 75, 76 overall. Got him up to an 81, still normal, but I mean, just a solid player. I mean, picked him up, didn't expect him to do anything crazy, but just a solid little player there. The last two are probably the bigger names here. First one being Jabril Peppers. We traded for him in the very beginning. Came in. Obviously, you already know about Jabril Peppers. The man's a beast. I kind of know who I'm going to be for Madden 22. I'm not going to release that yet. I will say this, though. I don't think Jabril will be on the squad, as they already have a very solid, strong safety. So it sucks. You know, the tradition of getting Jabril Peppers is coming to an end. Obviously, we had him when we were on the Giants. He was already on the team. And with the Colts, we got him again. He's just the perfect strong safety for how I play. The man is a beast. And last but not least, he's only been here a season, but he's definitely worthy of being on the category because we haven't done much in trades or free agents that, you know, just have really panned out. And it is DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, if we had another season, this man would have been dominating alongside, you know, Davenport and DeForest Buckner and Carden. I mean, our defensive line just got absolutely insane with this man on it. Definitely worthy of the category. Like I said, the straw poll will be down below. Hopefully this game is played. I'm assuming it's scheduled to be played like right now as I'm recording this. So if everything goes to schedule, I should be able to leave a comment down below with who won the Super Bowl for you guys. Make sure to vote for the straw polls. Like I said, I'll give them a couple days, and then I'll be releasing those montages. We still have one more season with the Cowboys. Remember, Infinity. It's been a very, very long playoffs. I think we're almost in this. The Super Bowl should be. We should be in the Super Bowl week in Infinity right now as I'm recording this as well, which is July 7th. So yeah, the Super Bowl is almost done in Infinity, and then we can, you know, have the off season, and then we have our final season with the Cowboys. So still one more season there, and once that season is wrapped up, we will be trying. We'll be getting things ready for Madden 22. Maybe I'll release some stuff for who I'm going to be and all that good stuff. But make sure to look out for those montages. I appreciate all the support we got on this series. Sucks. This is the first time we've had a team and we haven't been able to use a Super Bowl or get to a Super Bowl and win. That's pretty much the goal every Madden, you know. Pick a team, at least win one Super Bowl with them. If we do, we retire the team forever. So far, maybe I can get a Cowboys Super Bowl. That'd be nice. So we can get 2 Super Bowls in Madden 21, 1 in Madden 20. But so far, the only teams we can retire are the Giants and the Bengals. Those are the only 2 teams. It's weird teams, too. I've used better teams than that, and I can't, like the Colts. Better team. Cowboys, better team, yet I've won a Super Bowl with the Giants and Bengals, which is kind of funny. But maybe I can get lucky at the Cowboys and get one at the very, very end there. Sucks. Maybe we can get a Colts reunion here in the next couple Maddens, but not next Madden. We will not be using the Colts. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Like I said, thank you for all the support on this. Sucks. I'm really, really annoyed that I couldn't at least make one Super Bowl. I mean, this is probably the best team on paper that I built from just top to bottom. I've always said it. The Giants team just has better star players, better star power. So maybe that's why I had more success with them and won a Super Bowl. But this team the offensive line, solid, 2 superstars, a 92 overall star. I mean, I got an 87 overall superstar tight end. I got a superstar receiver and an X Factor receiver. We got an X Factor running back, superstar quarterback, Hines, basically a god tier receiver. I mean, the defensive line is insane. I mean, the team is crazy. The team is crazy that we built. We couldn't put it all together, and it sucks. But make sure to stay tuned for those montages, and I'll see you guys in the next one.